Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. How to use process creation to supersize and grow your business. Let's talk about it today. Process creation, I am a big fan of processes, documenting our processes, documenting everything we do in our businesses. Number one, it gives us an incredible library of knowledge and wisdom for teaching and training other people as they join our organization how things work. It also gives us a foundational understanding that we can continually improve and review and audit and make sure that it's still working, and ask ourselves on an annual basis, does this process still work? Does it make sense? And there's so many advantages to doing it, yet so many people don't want to document. Well, guess what? Now there's tools that can help you, and I don't use those, but a lot of people do, and I recommend some of them that you can use to help you document your existing processes and then get into a routine of reviewing and continually improving them. And tweaking and changing. A lot of times you have a new person come into your organization and they'll have ways that they look at and see to improve your processes that you didn't see just because they have different experiences and different background. So I'm a huge believer in diversity. Diverse perspectives give us better decisions and better choices and more options. So obviously I like to create processes. I have for a long time, yet I have processes that I learned in high school and college, and frameworks. Frameworks are just processes that I still use today. I use the journalistic framework, at least on a weekly basis, who, what, where, when, why, and how, to get all the information that I need to solve a problem. I don't think most journalists use it anymore, but I still do. Plan, Do, Check, Act was one I learned. It's a quality framework that I learned in college in my engineering quality classes. And I was told early on, hey, if you want to ace all of your essay questions, just make sure you use the PDCA format to answer them, and you'll always get all the points. And guess what? That was one of the best pieces of advice I ever got in college in terms of how to answer essay questions. Put a framework around it, answer it using the framework that's common in that industry, and you will successfully give your teacher what they want so that you can get what you want, right? And that's what we do in our businesses and in our life. We give our customers what they need and want and desire. We help them solve problems. We build relationships with them, and they give us, resources and money in return. So the reason I'm talking about this today is every year, as part of the annual challenge, and I'm a little late to the party this year, I create a process for that challenge. And this year is the Be a Better You annual challenge. So I need to create a process that helps us to become a better person, a better version of ourselves that we can apply every month to each of the different areas of the life framework. And so I created one. It doesn't work with Better You as an acronym for a 7-step process. So I'm trying to come up with, and I will over the next couple of days, before the end of the month for sure, come up with a way of presenting it that is easy and memorable. Why? Because it makes it easy and memorable. It's why I did the SOAP framework. The SOAP framework in 2020, I took my challenge handling process that I was already doing, and I said, how can I make this work now to keep me moving through the pandemic and all the craziness that's going on outside of me that I have zero control over? So I can control the things I can control and not worry about the things I can't control, but keep making progress and moving forward. And that's when I came up with the acronym for SOAP, the SOAP framework. And I share that every month too, as part of the annual challenge, because it has been such a powerful tool for me and everybody that I've taught it to make sense of and deal with challenges that come up in the best way that's possible for us. And I do through repetition. I take that process, and I've taken that process for me and many others, and we install it in our subconscious. So whenever anything comes up when you're building and growing and supersizing your business, in my experience, something comes up every day that can work and help us by subconsciously running through the process before we even have to decide. And sometimes, often, I would say 90% of the things that come up, I handle that way. They come up, I handle them on a subconscious level, and I just act immediately and do what I need to do to deal with that situation. I don't have to consciously take up bandwidth and think about every step of the process all the time. But then there's those biggies that come along, and I do need to do that, but I've got the process already ingrained in my being at this point that I can just apply it. And that's what we want our processes to be. Our framework processes, we want to be like that, but our documenting our processes, we want to be continually improving and ever flowing. And sometimes I actually every year I change the process for what we're going to do during the annual challenge. I think 2 years ago, I started doing this. I'm like, okay, we need our own acronym and our own process that we can do every month to make us this year, make us a better person. Last year was, I can't remember what last year was. Oh, Let's Grow Annual Challenge. So our growing process. And the year before that was, I don't remember the year before that either. I should, I've got them all, but you know what? Life's busy and some stuff doesn't have to stay in my short-term memory. All right. I would love to know your take on documenting processes, as well as creating processes for you and your business. Do you do that, or is it just me? Share in the comments below if you do that or not. And if you want to share one of your processes, that would be awesome too, because it's fun to learn from one another. All right, that's it. Have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, please ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.